Hey up, Nab, how you diddly doing? Nice to see you. To see you nice. Welcome to tonight's live stream as we beat a few more miles of tarmac in the great US of A. Tonight we're going to go down to Old Mexico with a wrecker load. So we've picked up a broken down truck and trailer that's loaded, and we're going to whip it down to Old Mexico. Hey Beck, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're safe and well. So I'm really excited to see how this performs tonight. We've got a screaming two-stroke installed in our case liveried MACK. So we'll see how we get on. I have deployed Wombat's no bus mode, so hopefully we won't get flooded out with silly buses, fingers crossed. Just save that away so we've got a credible load. Okay, so we're going Bakersfield to Tijuana. 30 hours remains. So let's get on the hell out of here. This will be a more serious drive than the cat liveried MACK. So here it is, we're at the Walmart and we've picked up a broken down Kenworth with a Walmart container on it. So let's fire the MACK up.
Calculating route. Please proceed to highlight.
I think she sounds fantastic with having a screaming two-stroke in, but will she drive fantastic? Now she's only a 335 brake, and on the back we've got £52,000. Next rest stop in 13 hours, and it's a 5-hour 34. Thought it were more than that.
Turn left.
5 hours and 34 minutes down to Tijuana in Mexico. Let's just have a quick look at the trip on the map. So we're starting off here in Bakersfield, and it's a straight run through Carlsbad, San Diego. Well, it's debatable. I noticed Tijuana. It looked like San Diego zoomed in, but it is actually Tijuana to the Kenworth dealer in Tijuana. So let's get on our merry way. And let's see how this now the only other downside with this rig is it's only 150 gallon fuel tanks, which means I'm guessing we're going to have to be stopping and fueling a lot, but hey ho.
Turn left.
It's what it is. Nevertheless, enjoy. So far so good. There's no billions of ATMX or Mexican buses around. I've gone a bit over the top on the Star Wars stuff with this truck, I know, but nevertheless I thought it would be nice to have a bit of the old Star Warsy in it. God knows what the cruising speed of this thing is going to be with the screaming demon in. And I think I only put a 6-speed box in it. I'm sure I did. But we'll see how we get on. At the minute 55 is a fantasy. If I can sit between 45 and 50, I'll be a happy boy, just saying. Well, we've made 45, 46. We have got a good weight on the back, there's no doubt about it. £56,000. 48, come on, do 50 for us. Do us proud at 50. Yay, I'll take that all day long from the little screaming two-stroke. Now, you know, it is a Giga map build, so do expect the odd micro stutter or the odd micro freeze. We are still packing the reshade on all maps, so it should look really good. So we're off down to Tijuana to House of Tequila. See what I mean? So, you know, I mean, it's what it is. We'll live with it, put up with it. It's not the end of the world. It certainly doesn't detract from the driving pleasure. Well, not for me anyway. I'm guessing it's all these trailer skins that are installed with the map mods. But hey ho. It's what it is. It's certainly worth living with. Look at that. Looks fantastic. I've still got to find Wombat's draw distance mod and stick that in, but apart from that, the profile's done. I've added a few more trucks for later on in the series that we can choose to drive should we wish to. It looks fantastic. I'm just not. Look at that. Budget hardware, people. Budget hardware. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, what a game. Hopefully the game sounds not too loud, but it's loud enough that you can hear it and enjoy it. Let's drop that window a bit so we can hear those sweet tones of the Detroit diesel. God knows what it's going to do when it gets to going uphill. Probably 30 mile an hour if we're lucky. There we go, and she's bleeding speed already. But anyway, that's what it is. Well, maybe I was a bit overconfident about 30 mile an hour. Just saying. But we have got one hell of a weight on the back. £52,000. And I'm guessing she will pick up when she's done the uphill bit. I think that looks amazing. Probably in a club of one, but anyway. Also bearing in mind throughout this whole series we won't be using a single paid mod truck or trailer. They'll all be free mods readily available off the Tinternet. God, I'd better get over at the Dover, hadn't I? Indicated a bit late, but I think we got away with it, just saying. We're back up to 50. What goes up, of course, must come down. The only thing we could do is seeing a bit of rain today, but heading on down to Tijuana in old Mexico, that's probably not going to happen. £59,000 pushing us down this hill. We're going to end up spedding. And I'm certainly not going to bleed the speed off. We'll leave her running because it should settle back down to 50. Yeah, that micro freezes when there's a trailer from one of the mod maps. I don't think there's anything you can do about that. Other than uninstall the mod maps, which I really don't want to do. I thought that were people. Because I'm very happy with the Giga map. And I think you know, the ATMX of Mexico is just too good not to have. As ridiculous as some of those maps are. The Mexico map should be alright. The ATMX map's a bit ridiculous, but it's all... oh, okay. So I'm assuming we can go straight back round it and on. So I'm assuming we can bypass. That's the first reroute we've had in this series. That's nice. Because it wasn't a big deal. And it was right at the junction, so that was fine. It's just cost us a lot of speed, unfortunately. But hey ho, we've got plenty of time. Excuse me. Well, I've been looking forward to doing this all day. I just love this game to bits. I really, really do. I don't think it's the beacons on.
Keep left.
Really, keep left. Come on, little Detroit Diesel. Well, she's earning a keep today, that's for sure. I bet she's running bloody red hot. Hey up, Jeff, lovely to see you. Hope you're safe and well. So I have added a couple of games of where it all began, where my gaming life back in 2003 began, before I started. Wow, we're doing 55, I'll take that. Before I started my love affair with Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars, I used to play 2 games. And it was back in the day before Steam even existed. So I used to play a Half-Life mod called Day of Defeat, and I used to play another Half-Life mod called Counter-Strike, the original ones. So I brought down the original Day of Defeat, and a very good old friend got in touch with me from the US, lovely guy. And he gave, would you believe, since 2003, the game is still alive and kicking. So he gave me the server details, and I jumped in, had a quick couple of games, and it was great. So I also bought down Counter-Strike Source, because it's so small and yet so easy to set up with your own bots and everything else. And other people can come and join in, and so it's kind of like running your own server. But of course the resources on today's hardware is minuscule, and I've had a couple of goes at that and been having great fun. So I'll be doing a little video on that in the not too distant future. Bit of nostalgia. So we've got Day of Defeat, we've got Counter-Strike Source, and of course the original Guild Wars, which is for me personally where it all began. Well, it's not where it all began, it's where it all began on the PC. Before that I was Commodore Amiga, and before that I was Sinclair Spectrum. So it would be more accurate to say it's where it all started for me on the PC. I dread to think of what spec of PC I would have run those games on. I'm guessing it would have been an Intel P90 processor or something like that, and probably 512 mega RAM and an old H-spin HDD, probably 5400. and they were very, very happy days, just saying. I dread to think what the chipsets I'd have used were. I think if I remember right, when I got my PC, the first graphics card I had was an NVIDIA FX 5200, and I think that either had 256 meg or 512 meg of VRAM on board. And of course even that card was a beast. And then I got into a brand called 3DFX. Oh, I want to get over. And the Voodoo series of graphics cards, and never looked back. And I used to love the 3DFX Voodoos because the packaging was a real mug's eyeful, and the cards were either blow your socks off amazing or your worst nightmare. And of course in them days I think I had an external Sound Blaster sound card, and oh, it was so different to today. Different world. Hey up Craig, hey up Robbie. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm going to have a ton of fun with those games when I get time, of course. Because my main games are going to eat the bulk of my time streaming. American Truck, Star Wars The Old Republic, Morrowind and World of Warships. And there's lots to talk about with you guys and girls and chat about. But yeah, nostalgia, it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? But I remember the 3DFX Voodoo graphics cards, and they were either stunning or your worst nightmare. And that would have been back on Windows 95. I mean, that's not including games like the original Doom, and I think the game that blew me away as an early PC gamer was, I always call it the sequel to Doom, and it wasn't, and I'm trying to think what it was called now, and it eludes me. Quake, that's it. I fell in love with Quake, and then when a game called Unreal Tournament came out, oh my god, did I love that. What a game that was. And then I got into Day of Defeat, or DOD for short. Never dreamt in my wildest dreams that it would still be going. And I checked the stats out for Counter-Strike Source, because CS2 is such a big ludge full of crap, whereas Counter-Strike Source is like a super streamlined version of it. And there's still an average of 8,000 players playing Counter-Strike Source on a regular basis. I mean, that just blows my mind. I mean, these games are so old. But it just goes to show you, I don't know whether that says a lot about the quality of older games, or whether it says more about how shite newer games are. The jury's out on that one. But I'm guessing it's a close run thing. So I have to say, this little Detroit Diesel is doing us proud. She's
Keep left.
comfortably pulling. How are we doing now for progress? Wow, just coming down by San Diego. We're nearly there already in Tijuana. And that's just chops into you lot. Hey up Michael, lovely to see you. I had a couple of 3DFX Voodoo cards, love them. Wish they could have kept going. Yeah, absolutely Michael. Quake, yeah, that's the one, Jeff. I love Quake. I love Quake even more than I love Doom. I sent a photo of myself to Lonely Arts Club. They sent it back stating they weren't that low. It's a bit harsh, Craig. I'm sure you're a good-looking young buck. Newer games are. Do you know what, Jeff? That's kind of the way I'm leaning. But when you see these games running, and to set them up back in the day was such a rigmarole. It was hours of work. Now it's a couple of mouse clicks and you're done. And Jeff especially is going to love me playing Day of Defeat and Counter-Strike Source, because the one thing that I do a lot on both of those games is get my arse handed to me. Here we go, welcome to Old Mexico. Brilliant. You got some enchiladas in the icebox and the television's broke. So here we are. Bye bye California and hello Mexico. I'm sure Mexico's look anything like this, but never having been in real life, I've got nothing to compare it to. But I just thought the 3 Mexico maps were too good to exclude, so I kind of figured screw it. I know it's gonna Tijuana. Sounds like Tijuana, doesn't it? Tijuana. I thought we'd have a bit. Cripes, 19 mile an hour. Cripes.
In 200
All the
yards,
tequila bars, look.
left.
Tequila, da 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 da. Tequila. I'm sure they don't really drive pickups and Priuses in Tijuana, but nevertheless I could be wrong. What the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? I know nothing. Trying to get X-Wing wrong here. Yeah, best of luck with that, Jeff. I had many a frustrating hours on early Windows, especially Windows 95. Funnily enough, Windows 98 was a blessing when it came along. But Windows 95 for gaming was shite. I used to struggle to run fucking Doom on it, the original Doom, let alone anything else. Then Windows 98 came along, and I think it was Unreal Tournament 2004, if I remember right. That was amazing. Where are you going, Ebeez? Where are you going, big boy? And Quake, and as I say, then I got into Day of Defeat, and it was just, I can still relive the memories now. Being a miner point for Helbest, and it just rings in your ears, and you just never forget it. It was, I had so many thousands of happy hours, and you know, it's like Counter-Strike. It's just doing the, I don't know who that guy is. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. I get it, but goddamn, when you're playing with friends, it was such fun. Even dying was fun.
200 yards, turn left.
I have to say, this is all running really rather well.
Left.
I expected a bit of a nightmare once I started streaming, but you know, there's the odd stutter and micro freeze, but by and large, and here's the Kenilworth dealer. My beautiful MACK. I wonder if it was the beacons, you know, causing the stuttering. I thought it was the truck liveries. It may well have been the beacons, because I know that Goggles has a lot of issues with lights, especially flares and beacons. So, okay, yeah, we'll take the 25 XP, as we are super duper low level. Let's get the 4-ways on rather than the beacons. have to say, I do love the way this little MACK is driving. And it looks like we've got another job out of here. Yeah, it's never going to give us that, is it? Never in a month or something. It might do. No. I'm going to have to seriously improve my parking skills, I know that. I bet you really enjoyed Windows Me. No, I hated Windows Me. I disagreed with Windows 2000 because I thought the merging of the NT kernel with the consumer operating system was a mistake of the decade. How wrong was I? And then Windows XP came out and I absolutely loved it. I got so into Windows XP, and that's what inspired me to do all my MCP, MCSE, MCSA, Sec Plus, and it was just fantastic. So let's see what jobs we've got out of here. So we're currently down in Tijuana. Where's that? Ooh. Well, let's take that. Let's take it down to Old Mexico. It's a 20-hour drive, but that's okay. Let's have a bit of that. Oh, it's a heavy weight again. How much does it weigh? I can't see how much it weighs.
Calculating route.
It's probably not such
Please
a good
proceed
idea,
to highlighted route.
considering we've only got the tiny little 350 brake Detroit diesel on offer. But you know what, this truck and engine combination, hot damn, it's good. We've not really had a shitty yet, have we? I'm sure it will happen. And don't forget, most of my trucks are covered in cat livery, Caterpillar. And it'll be interesting as we get higher levels. Just before I hook that up, let me just see if we've got any new trailers available. No. So level 8, we get the flatbed. That's interesting. I have added 3 Australian trailers. A, because I love them, and B, because they come out the box in road train configurations. So if I just choose this one for argument's sake, these are just so good. So you can select your triple road trains. Some of the trailers also come with quads. I mean, this one's just triples. But let's choose the Howard Porter dumps. And these have got quad road. These are available in quad road trains. Fantastic. I just love all this sort of stuff. You've got to give it the Aussies. They know how to make trailers. Just saying. So road train. So we'll be having a bit of that in the future. God knows where, and God knows what we're going to use to pull it. Because as I say, I'm not going to spend a single real world penny on mod trucks at all. I'm not going to buy a John Ruder or a Pizda or a this or a that. We're going to keep it 100% free. Oh, for people who want to replicate the build, which I think is really nice. Nothing worse than trying to replicate a build. Okay, so okay, nothing worse than trying to replicate a build to find out you're a mod truck short of completing it, and what's even worse, you've got to pay $60 for something that could be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm making such a pig's ear of this. It's unreal. but I am on the super short wheelbase on the little MACK. Really didn't want to do that, did I? Maybe this is not going to hook up, you know. Should do. Well, it should do. It's being very finicky. Did I take the job? You know what? I don't think I took the job, did I? I think I had a look at it and didn't take it. What a chap. No wonder it won't hook up. I'm sorry to hear that. Bad news, Ep. I heard from Marion from GMC Logistics Street. Wombat died 2 weeks ago. Oh my fucking god, he was only a young guy. He's younger than me. Jesus Christ, poor Wombat. He must have had serious complications after his stroke. Wow. Wombat died 2 weeks ago. That is shocking. Well, thanks for letting me know, Robbie. Well, you know, there goes another YouTube stalwart. I know we're all getting older.
Calculating route.
And this is why I say to each and every one of you, you've got to enjoy every second of every day, because you never know when it's your last. And it don't matter who you are. Whether you're well-to-do, whether you're out the gutter, whether you're minted, or whether you're on the bones of your arse. When Joe Black comes calling, he don't give a shiny one. You're done. So whatever you do, enjoy the pants out of it. Because when it's all over, it's too late, isn't it? And you're laying there on your deathbed, no good saying, do you know what, I wish I'd have done this, and too late, it's gone. You're finished. Wow, well, Wombat was younger than me. And that kind of brings my own mortality. There we go. Helps if you take the job, Evie. That brings my own mortality to bear. With a sharp dose of reality. So let's have a look at this job. But thank you so much for letting me know, Robbie. I'm much appreciated. So we've got 7 hours to the next rest stop, and we've got nearly 20 hours length to the job. I didn't see how long I've got 54 hours of the job that actually remains, so that's good. So it's midday. No, it's not. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to put the main heads on and we'll just have a look and make sure.
In 200
the main heads are on. I can't see actually. There you go. Now the main headlights are on. Get off the curb, Ebeez. Where are you going? Really, what are you doing? Get a grip, big boy. How to wreck the start of your journey. So just before we go, let's just have a look at the trip. So we're starting out in Tijuana, going down to Ensenada, and then all the way down to El Rosario. Wow. Punta Britia. Horero Negro. And then finally right down into Punta Abaros. Beautiful. And that's going to drop us on the coast. So what a journey that's going to be. That goes up to... Oh, I've not driven any of this before. So this is going to be a first for me. In terms of build, well, I can show you all the build. I have added a few trucks to the build, and of course the maps, just for those of you that are interested. And just walk you through the Giga build, because we have got some content that I've probably not streamed before. So we start off with Viva Mexico. We have Mexico Extremo and Mexis map. So that's the three main Mexico maps. Then we've got Pasmod. Then we've got the US 95 remake along with Reformed Sierra Nevada. We've then got the Mega Resources 2.1.8 and the Mega Resources Coast to Coast patch. We've then got the ATMX Expansion 3 No Mountain Roads add-on, because this is the version 3. And we've got the ATMX No Buses. We've then got Coast to Coast 2.11. We've got the Grand Canyon Rebuild and Canada Dream 2.10, and then the background map. I have added Harvan's Freightliner FLB. I have added the Kenworth T900 Legend, which actually is an Aussie truck, but nevertheless I thought it was worth adding. I've also added the Chew 613-24 and the Kenworth W908. I don't know if that's going to work, because I can't remember for what version of the game that was. It says it's compatible with 137, but I've got a feeling it was 143. I've then added the 3 GTM trucks, because they work really, really well. And we've got Overfloaters K100E, you can't not have. We've got the MACK R, and that's it then. We've got the custom trailers. We've then got all the skins, including some of the goggles and Paulie skins. Too good not to have. A lot of cat themes, couple of the old schools for goggles. We've got the MACK trailer skin, we've got the Reno Rock for the GTM, some more goggles, we've got the full cat trailer pack, and of course Nabist's trailer skins. We can't have them in. We've then got the Sissels. I've then got some custom dashboards, no damage, my wheel pack. We've got the beacons. This is Grimes Real Companies and Trailer Pack, because I find it just works so well. Exhaust smoke for the original trucks. Realistic train lengths. Chasing camera improvement. Project NG Next Gen weather only. We've got the GTA Grand Theft Auto 4 female sat-nav voice. Then when it comes to engine sounds, I've added the Caterpillar C18. I'm not so sure that JC's amateur engine pack works. We've got the Detroit Diesel 20Vs. We've got Mortals Cummins M11s with loop or low pay sounds. We've got Creech Bums pack. We've then got the sound effect pack. We've then got physics, increased delivery time, and realistic steering. And that completes Ebeez Giga build for 2025. So we've got plenty of content in both our drivable map area, truck variation, and cargo and trailer loads. And who knows, we could even end up getting serious and start doing some proper sim driving. Wouldn't that be a thing? Just saying. Wouldn't that be a thing? But I think that'll pretty much take care of American truck for the whole of 2025. Yeah, it's awful, Beck, because Wombat was such a lovely, lovely fella. And he suffered a stroke, I don't know, probably about 12 months before I had one. And he partially recovered, but he never came back, so he must have had bad complications that he didn't want to share with the world. Wow, that's really upset me, the fact that he's died, because he was younger than me. Let me try and just in case any of you have never seen his stuff, he did some terrific, really. There we go, that should bring him straight up. There we go. Wombat Trucker. That's his homepage. There he is, a lovely guy. 4 years ago. And he was really getting into
Hi
it.
guys, it's Wombat, and today I'm officially opening shop. That's right, our shop, Wombatians United, includes more than 40 different
And he was a lot
products
younger
ranging
than me,
from
so to hear that he has passed, is really, the rumour about my death is slightly exaggerated.
Hi guys. The rumors about me being dead is slightly exaggerated. I'm feeling okay. And I'm certainly not dead. So I want to start by just thanking all of you so very much for all the fantastic messages you've sent me. I've received messages on YouTube and on other medias, as well as on my email.
This is when he'd had his stroke, by the way, 4 years ago. If we go to videos, how long is it since he did a video? 4 years ago. So that's awful, really. And I used to love his map combos, and you know, I mean, the guy used to know Arias and all the map mod people, Days, Arias, all of them used to be in here, and he was just such a lovely man. But nevertheless, rip Wombat. Let's see if there's anything under posts. Proof I'm not dead. Well, there he is. That's Wombat Trucker. That's when he had his stroke. Wonder what the date of that is. 4 years ago. So he had his stroke 2 years before I had mine. Still feeling very tired after being sick from whatever it was. Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure he had a stroke. For the entire month, I have a promo code for everyone. COVID-19. This go gives you 20% discount. I don't know if he posted. I'm sure it was a stroke he had. Then he jumps to 5 years. I don't think it was COVID that he was suffering from. I'm sure he had a stroke. Could be wrong anyway. There's 151 comments underneath here. We all in SCS Software wish you a quick recovery. Best wishes. I mean, they're all in here. Some very well-known community names will have posted in here. Pro mods, look. Stay strong, blah blah blah, and it's lovely. But I'm sure he had a stroke. I'm sure it wasn't COVID. But hey, look, you know, what do I know? I could be totally wrong. Like I said before, what the hell do I know? Okay, so it kind of makes you realise just how fortunate and lucky people like me and Beck have been with our strokes. You know, to make the recovery that we've made, and you know, it makes you realise just how well you are doing.
Calculating route.
So,
Please
you know,
proceed to highlighted
the next
route.
time either one of us
Turn left.
get down, you know, we've got no right to be getting down. We've got a lot to be grateful for. I think we both have anyway. And then when you hear stories like that, you know, young guys passed away dead. You know, he had children, he had a life. He just happened to be a really bloody nice guy who loved his trucking. And as I say, I mean, I can only term it his illness. After his illness, he never came back. He threatened to, blah blah blah, but he never ever came back. So I'm guessing whatever was wrong with him, he must have had awful complications that in the end have gotten the better of him. So yeah, it's a sad old day, but thanks for that, Robbie. Bless you. But he was a young man, as I say, compared to the old groat that I am. He was a young man. He was only in his early 50s, I think. He wasn't very old, so... maybe he had a stroke during COVID, and then, I don't know, perhaps contracted COVID, and it played havoc with his respiratory system or something. I don't know. I just don't know. It's all guesswork and conjecture. That looks fantastic, by the way. But I think it's a sad day when young blokes like that end up dead. Such a shame. Because, as I say, I don't think he ever really got over whatever it was that caused him such pain. Because he never came back to trucking. And some of the live streams he used to do were identical to this, but he had his Swedish accent when he spoke, as opposed to a chubbed up English accent that I've got. Wow, this is really running really rather well. I'm waiting for it to go shits upwards. This looks unmade. I don't ever remember the Mexico maps looking this good back on 137. Just saying. I don't ever remember that. Costco. Well, I'm guessing we're going to get some real sort of gorgeous beachfront type views. I don't think I've ever driven down this side of the Mexico map, actually. Okay, that looks gorgeous. So we've got a 50-mile-an-hour speedo. So if we can hit 40, 45, I'll be pretty happy. Some gorgeous hotels on the beach. Beautiful. So that's 40. I'd like 45. I'll tell you what, I'll take 43. Now we are going to need to find somewhere to fuel up and somewhere to sleep. Wow, and right on schedule. I'm guessing we need to go in there, you know, and fuel up. And then I'm guessing we need to sleep there because it's a Kenworth dealer. So we may as well discover it while we're here. I don't know if that's a garage or not. Can't be sure. But anyway, I'm not over concerned about garages. Yep, fuel is definitely the priority, followed by asleep. There's a huge cargo container ship in the bay. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Of course, Wombat had an NVIDIA graphics card and used NVIDIA Profile Inspector, so he would have had a GTX something. We're on all AMD and have no such shenanigans. Damn, this looks fine. Are we going to get up this hill? One hopes so, because we're going to hold the traffic up otherwise. There it is, 3 Kenneth T680s on the back, and we're loving it. I'm assuming Alto is Mexican for stop, but of course in Spanish. Oh, that's the first bus we've seen, and that's an original ATS bus. This is just, honestly people, this is fantastic. To just be able to enjoy the world from your armchair, gaming chair, bed, whatever your pleasure is, it's just mind-blowingly good. Okay, so we need to follow this amazing road round that otherwise we wouldn't have discovered had we have not needed fuel. So I'm guessing this is going to go right down on the beach, so be prepared to have some amazing views. And I know it's not photorealistic, it's not supposed to be. It's a hotel room, beautiful hotel right on the beach front, and we've got a 19-mile-an-hour speed limit. And sure enough, here's said dealer.
Turn right.
The question is... can I drag the trailer in and successfully fuel up, come out and turn round? Or am I going to get my ass in a pickle? Oxo. I don't know whether we can drag this through or not. I'm hoping we can. And then out the other side. Okay, let's fuel it up. Hey up, Logan, lovely to see you. Hope you're safe and well. So I'm going to do a full save here rather than a quick save, just in case of difficulties. Right, let's fire her up. We clear that side. We're still dragging our arse, so really what we need to do is come. Yeah, I didn't think it'd let me do that. Bugger. I was hoping to go in here and use some of the space that we'd got to spin around, but hey ho, I guess we're not going to get that option, are we? So we're just going to have to try a straight spin and pin round. Wow, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? How are we doing? Yeah, we're okay. We should be able to spin and pin. That car being there is a bloody nuisance. Wow, that looks amazing, people. I don't ever remember the game looking this good at 137, just saying. And I did sink hundreds of hours into it, although I've never used reshade before, so maybe that's the difference. I'm hoping we've not got caught on anything. No, we're clear. So we must have clipped the curb. Okay, so we fueled up, so I guess the next job is to get to sleep. We've got 53 hours to do the job, and we've got what, 19 hours remaining, so we have got plenty of time to sleep en route. and that's all thanks to that extended delivery time mod. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to be so blasé about it and relaxed. Wow, look at that, fantastic, isn't it? What a fantastic job they did on American Truck back in 2019, because that's when this build's from. So 6 years ago.
In 200 yards, turn right.
And 6 years ago the game looked this good. Before all the shenanigans of the newer versions of the game. Wow. This is just pure driving pleasure. Okay, so we want to find ourselves, there's the Kenworth dealer. And I've got a bit of an idea here of what we can do. Wow, this looks fucking amazing, people. It's like a new game to me, this is. It's a new experience to have it this good in all map mods. I guess if you were on 154 and you had some really powerful hardware and the latest map mods, you'd expect this sort of quality. But to go back to 2019, wow. Just wow.
Turn left.
There's the Best Buy depot. Oh, yeah, Ken's. Okay, so I've got a bit of an idea. We've discovered the Kenworth truck dealer. That's a nice container, dude. Just going to service the truck while we're here. So we'll service it and repair whatever we need to repair, which wasn't a lot. And I'll also check the engine out. I'm sure it's a 300 brake Detroit diesel. Yeah, 335. I don't think we've got anything more powerful than that at this lower level. And I didn't want to put, you know, one of the silly cats in. So, and I think we've got a 6-speed MACK box, maxi torque, which is okay. That's a better one. We could add that, I guess. Okay, so now what do we need to do? Well, we need to get our Uncle Ned down before the bed goes red and he starts moaning.
Route. Please proceed to highlighted route.
And I believe this is where we can sleep, and that is one of the reasons I picked the Kenworth dealer, because it's got a nice big sleeping area that's easy to access and easy to get out of. Still waiting for it to go bing, which it's not done, which worries me. I don't know why it's not gone bing. Unless it's up there. Weird. Oh, it does say this is a sleep area, doesn't it? I can't see. There's a sleep area down there. Do you know what? Let's go and just in case that's not, it's usually a sleep area, but on this Mexico map it might not be a sleep area at all. So let's go and discover Le Garage, and we could buy it, I suppose. No biggie.
Turn right.
And we'll sleep there at the garage once we own it.
Recalculating route.
I'm sure it is garage for sale.
Turn
Yeah, it
right.
looks like it. Yeah, trucking headquarters. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to help ourselves a bit here. We can make it easy on ourselves, or we can make it difficult. Let's drop the trailer.
Calculating route.
And then at least when we've got a... I mean, somebody might knit the trucks overnight, but what the hell.
Recalculating route.
So, we'll buy the garage down in Tijuana.
Calculating
Yay!
route.
Goers.
Please proceed
Goers.
to highlighted route.
There you go, our first garage down in Old Mexico. And we have new mail. So I'm assuming we can just buy garages now, as we currently own 3 garages. Okay, now we can get our heads down. And it's going to be 4:12 AM in the morning. It's 4 in the morning and I can't stop yawning. I've still got 18 hours to do. So that's made life easy for us. The bed's nowhere near in fear of being turned red. Our beautiful trailer is readily to be hooked up. So let's go and hook up
right.
said trailer. I could put the beacons on, being as it's night. So just to warn people that we are connecting up the trailer. Not sure I like the reverse on this gearbox, but anyway, that's what it is. Make sure I get it above the 5th wheel, which I have done.
Calculating route.
Just.
Please
Let's
proceed
knock the
to
beacons
highlighted
off.
route.
And there we go, we can get back on our merry way. Fueled up, sleeped up, and all the rest of it. No, we haven't
In
got beam on.
200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Wow. This is amazing, people. I hope you're having as much fun and as much pleasure on your version of the game as I am on this.
In 200
Because I'm just
yards,
absolutely in
turn
7th heaven again. Gaming wise on this PC.
Turn left.
And there we go, we're on our way. El Rosario is our next destination. This gearbox might make life a little easier for us. Might make life a little more difficult. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. This is going to be one of those coastal road drives that you wish you'd never gotten involved with. Because this road looks more like Snake Pass than the bloody road, just saying. But we'll also see how the map mods hold up throughout 2025 as well. See if we run into any horrendous difficulties or nightmares. Absolutely amazing. Loving it. I guess this game wasn't so bad back in 2019, was it? And we're sped in. Wow, look at this for detail. So much better than Rust Map in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I still think Rust Map is a terrible map back in 2019. It may be okay now. But back in 2019 it certainly wasn't this sort of quality, that's for sure. Nice trailer, love. Trailer, nice. The names from the past coming out. You gotta love it, ain't you? Just bear with me a second. I just need to reposition myself because I'm slipping again, and we don't like, want or need slipping. I don't know what you've put on the end of well done, but thank you very much. And we've got a new mail. Yep, are you looking to expand your company? So now we should be able to go to garage purchase, I think it was. Yep, and we can just purchase garages at will and teleport to them, which is amazing. Which makes life easier. Now, I did have in mind to use the Truckee.io mod dispatcher because the dispatcher allows you to just create your own custom jobs, but of course Truckee.io app isn't fully operational in 137, so I guess the next best thing is being able to zip about the map by buying garages and discover new areas rather than having a 53-hour drive to get there, just saying. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a master save on American Truck, and just for those that are interested, I'm going to show you just how bad a stroke can make you. So this is obviously my current MACK truck as a wallpaper on the Linux Mint. So the first game I want to show you is Counter-Strike Source running on the Linux Mint. Absolutely gorgeous, full of